You know, every once in a while, a new story drops that makes you stop and go, hold on, how is this even possible? And today, that story is about Canadian veterans, the very people we just honored on Remembrance Day, and whether some of them have been overpaying for long-term care for years. Yeah, years. CBC recently reported that Veterans Affairs Canada is now investigating whether veterans have been charged too much for long-term care, and not by a little. Enough that the government's new budget actually contains amendments to clarify how benefits are calculated. And let me be super clear here. Yes, these clarifications appear in the new federal budget, but the issue itself, the confusion, the miscalculation, the overpayments, according to the reporting, government staffers were aware of this problem long before Mark Carney ever got into office. And honestly, that's not surprising. Because if you know how federal ministries work, you know ministers deal with the vision, the broad strokes, budgets, policy direction. But the day-to-day, the calculations, the bureaucratic definitions tucked 42 pages deep in a benefits formula, yeah, that's handled by the staff, career bureaucrats, civil servants who outlast every administration. This isn't about painting some picture where the new prime minister is out here trying to claw back money from veterans. This is about something more insidious. The machinery of government making a mistake, noticing it, and then trying to retroactively rewrite the definitions so it doesn't look like a mistake. And here's where things get wild. The government spokesperson said these amendments clarify how the benefits were meant to be calculated all along, and that Parliament can choose to apply these clarifications retroactively, meaning backwards in time. But retired Colonel Michel Drapeau, who spent over 30 years in the Canadian Armed Forces, said something I can't get out of my head. He said, quote, "I've never seen anything like this. This is not law. This is fiction." Fiction! When someone who spent 3 decades in the military and years afterwards studying law says something feels off, we need to pay attention. Because here's the truth. Veterans didn't exactly choose long-term care, did they? They didn't choose to be disabled. They didn't choose the injuries or trauma they carry with them today. But they did choose to put on a uniform for this country. And if they were overpaying for long-term care for years, the very least we can do, the absolute floor of morality, is to acknowledge it and fix it. And listen, I get it. Mistakes happen, even in government. But the right thing to do isn't quietly change the wording of a law and pretend nothing happened. The right thing to do is to be transparent, to make things right, and to make sure that the veterans affected by this are made whole again. This bill hasn't passed yet. It still has to go through Parliament. So this is the moment when public pressure actually matters. Write to your MP. Write to the Veterans Affairs Committee members. Ask one simple question. If veterans overpaid, will they be reimbursed fully and fairly? Because Canadians rally for veterans every November 11th. But real gratitude isn't a poppy. It's action. It's accountability. It's making sure they aren't quietly shortchanged for years and then told it's just a clarification. We owe them more than that. And right now, we have a chance to make sure they get it. So no, this isn't about political point scoring. It's not about going after Mark Carney. It's about standing up for veterans who did their part. And now we have to do ours. So please share this video, like it, comment at least 5 words to boost engagement. Do all the stuff over there. Peace out. And if you're not already following me, you should. It's going to be a ride.